Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news at this hour, Florida high school students have become the newest and strongest voice for change in gun laws.
But local students are mixed on the newfound pressure to make their voices heard. ABC 7's Adam Cellini spoke with students and parents concerned about safety in schools this week. He joins us live from Riverview High School tonight, where some students have not been back to school since Friday. Adam?
Yeah, Scott and Jacqueline, good evening. We spoke with acting principal here at Riverview High School, Kathy Wilkes, earlier today, who said she is trying to stay positive with these students and is not punishing them if them or their parents feel it's unsafe to come to school right now. She and the district are also trying to work together with those students who feel they want to make their voices heard in this national movement to try and change gun laws at a time when their voices have never been louder.
I think it's great because many of the students are getting out there and telling the school board, hey, do something because we don't feel safe.
Riverview students James Vargas and Marin Keeley say they're inspired by watching fellow Florida high schoolers stand up for something they believe will protect them in school.
I think that's really good because we need to stand up for what is supposed to be a safe place for us.
Vargas and Keeley returned to school for the first time Wednesday after parents learned of a non-specific threat over the weekend. Sisters Marissa Messenger and Abby Rivera have not.
A lot of my friends didn't go to school yesterday, but they did go to school today, and they're still very nervous about going to school.
Abby did go to band practice Tuesday night, but it wasn't without anxiety.
I kept having to look at the door just as a safety, because I felt unsafe there.
Her mother also noticed something she wouldn't mind under any other circumstances: the school's gate open after hours.
That's a concern that got us very concerned all over again.
Riverview's acting principal, Kathy Wilkes, says the gates were likely open for custodians. She also encourages any parent with concerns to reach out directly, as the school is keeping security changes discreet.
Feel free to call us and talk to us and see, we'll walk them through what we can about it, but within our school we have a definite security plan that is in place.
Now Wilkes says they're also working with the school district to address possible walkouts, which some students expressed interest in joining as part of a national movement.
Our goal is to work with the students, but also within understanding that we have safety and security to consider at the school and how that will look.
And while some students and the principal confirm that there have been some noticeable absences, the Sarasota County School District provided the most recent attendance numbers from yesterday and said compared to the year before, there were actually a couple hundred more students attending Riverview High School than the previous year. They also confirmed that down in Venice, at Venice High School, about 30 to 40 students walked out of their classes in protest and into the courtyards on the campus. Reporting live at Riverview High School, Adam Cellini, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Adam, thanks so much.
Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast for this beautiful evening, Bob.
Yeah, beautiful evening it is indeed. Temperatures topped out again, record highs 88 degrees, our normal high at 74, and the record 87 set back in 1997. Currently, we do have 83 degrees on the temperature. That's warm for this time, and sunshine, and looks like the humidity pretty low, 47%, so it makes it really comfortable out there. It's not summer-like at all. The east to southeast winds are at 13, and the pressure 30.30. That continues to rise, and it has done so over the past several hours. Anna Maria webcam showing calm conditions out there in Bimini Bay. Great weather for boating throughout the bay. It looks like that will continue to and persist right through the weekend, as we are anticipating not a big change as we head in toward the weekend. Now, temperatures will stay right around 70 degrees tonight. We should see mostly fair skies and no real threat of any significant fog, maybe just a little bit developing before sunrise. Current temps, the warm reading now in Sarasota at 83 degrees, 76 in Jacksonville, 78 in Orlando, and 1 degree cooler now in Miami. We'll have the latest on our forecast. There is some cooler air that's going to eventually move in. We'll let you know when, coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bob. It's a painkiller that's 100 times more powerful than morphine, and the drug's maker has paid millions to doctors. Doctors prescribed for profit. Here's investigative reporter Lee Zurich with License to Pill.
I almost didn't make it.
This is what happens when a wife and mother gets hooked on opioids by a doctor prescribing for profit.
You're lucky to be alive.
Amen. Absolutely.
Tamison Witherspoon's story started in 2014 with a doctor's mistake during an operation. Witherspoon's surgeon sent her to a pain clinic to help alleviate post-procedure pain. She never met her doctor, John Couch, but his nurse still gave her prescriptions for 5 different pain medications, including Subsys.
Point the nozzle into your mouth and under your tongue.
A powerful fentanyl spray meant only for cancer patients.
You don't have cancer.
I don't have cancer. I've never had cancer.
Instantly, Witherspoon says she was hooked.
I was so embarrassed, so ashamed from coming from being this just great neighbor, great friend, great mother, great wife, to an addict. That was so shameful, and it was what happened to my life was awful, and it didn't have to happen. It could have been avoided.
Experts say Subsys is one of the most potent drugs a doctor can prescribe.
The Subsys spray comes in doses that are so strong, 1 squirt could easily kill somebody who's not accustomed to taking opioids. These are lethal weapons.
Unknown to Witherspoon, while her doctor prescribed Subsys, he also received money from the drug's manufacturer, Insys Therapeutics. Over 21 months, Insys paid Couch and his partner Jilu Ran consultant and speaker fees to prescribe the drug. All totaled $271,000.
How bad were these guys?
These guys were the most egregious form of greed I have ever seen in my career.
Last year, a judge sentenced Couch to 20 years in prison. Ron, 21.
We took those 2 pieces of garbage off the planet, and they're in prison, all right? And that's where they belong.
Couch and Ron's share was a small part of the Insys pot of money. Over a 4-year period, Insys paid more than 13,000 doctors $18.7 million in food, travel, and consultant fees. The FDA has strict rules that Insys can only market Subsys as a drug for cancer pain, but nearly half the payments went to doctors who don't specialize in cancer or pain fields.
Located on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, I am Dr. Jeffrey Goldstein, a licensed and board-certified physician.
Insys paid New York doctor Jeffrey L. Goldstein $215,000. Goldstein wrote 304 Subsys prescriptions. His website says Dr. Goldstein has extensive training in nutritional and cosmetic medicine. Goldstein works at a med spa with another doctor, Todd Schliffstein.
Other med spa services we offer include cosmetic injectables, cosmetic fillers, and a full line of laser skincare services.
That med spa has posted dozens of pictures of cosmetic procedures on Facebook, including a patient's butt augmentation. But still, Insys paid Schliffstein $146,000 to market the cancer drug, Subsys. In 3 years, Schliffstein wrote 91 Subsys claims. The Subsys prescribed by Goldstein and Schliffstein cost $5.5 million, about $14,000 per prescription. Tamison Witherspoon's one of the lucky ones. She survived.
I did what they told me. When you go to the doctor and you get directions, you do what you're told. I did that and became an addict.
In November 2014, she checked herself into rehab and got clean. She's turned her life around, but will never forget the crippling addiction and the doctor who put her on that path.
You mean you got paid for ruining my life? You got paid for destroying my life? You got paid for all the hell that I had to go through? That hurts. But you move on.
Now, we reached out to Goldstein and Schliffstein. Neither returned our request for comment. Insys also did not respond to our request.
Manatee County Sheriff Rick Wells talking today about the county's progress in fighting the opioid epidemic. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office has been working with the U.S. Attorney's Office and District Attorney on a task force to go after drug dealers and traffickers.
It's been very successful up to this point. We have well over 175 federal indictments pending right now, about 40 plus suspects that we have put in jail. They're awaiting trial, so we're seeing the numbers decrease. We're not trying to arrest our way out of this problem, but my job is to eliminate the source of the heroin, and that's what we're doing.
Wells says in the last 6 months of 2017, overdoses were down 25%, and so far in 2018, the area has seen a decrease of about 85% compared to the year before. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the Baltimore Orioles making an impact. The announcement expected to help our local economy.
Plus, the trial for a man accused of shooting and killing a Manatee County woman over a dog gets underway.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
The trial of an 84-year-old man accused of murder is getting underway today in Manatee County. Eugene Matthews is accused in the shooting death of 64-year-old Rebecca Rawson. It happened last year at Matthews' home in Parrish when Rawson came there to pick up a dog that she claimed was hers. Prosecutors say Matthews began shooting at Rawson's car as she was driving away and a bullet struck her. He also faces 2 counts of attempted murder because 2 people were in the car with Rawson when the shooting happened.
Well, we're seeing more orange and black around the Sarasota area with the Baltimore Orioles now in town for spring training. Right now, the Greater Sarasota Chamber of Commerce is hosting a spring training welcome reception for the Orioles at Ed Smith Stadium. That's where officials are expected to make an announcement regarding the Orioles' economic impact to the area. Much more on that announcement coming up tonight at 11. Remember, the first spring training game of the year takes place Friday afternoon at 1:05 when the Orioles will take on the Tampa Bay Rays at Ed Smith Stadium.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will have your first alert weather forecast and a look at what you can expect for that Orioles game coming up after this.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt will leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long gone.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888
Sparky.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you too.
If you've never truly loved your car, you've clearly never owned a Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Now, lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $239 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
One of the motivating factors for me to become a Big Brother was that I was mentored as a youth. And it was important for me to kind of pass forward the things that were kind of given to me. It's really just as simple as getting to know a kid. You don't have to be an athlete, you don't have to be rich, you don't have to have any of those other things. You just have to be willing to spend a little time and help mold some young person's life.
Come experience the rugged capability and luxurious comfort of a new Ram truck and get big savings during Ram Truck Month at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Ram trucks. Get the all-new redesigned 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $25,999. Or save big and get $13,300 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy. Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
Well, we talked about the record high temperatures all week, and last we heard we tied today.
Yeah, it was at 87 degrees at 5 o'clock, and we got up to 88, so it did set a record high, yeah. Here's what's going on right now as far as the pictures go for viewer photos. Longboat Key, Susan Luke getting this one. You know, with all the warm temperatures moving on in, these are 2 manatees. Looks like a mom with its calf and then kind of swimming around there near a boat in one of the channels in Longboat Key. So the manatees, because of the warm water temperatures, also getting out and about a little bit more than usual due to the warm waters. And then this one in Pelican Point should be Eagle Point. This one in Venice, William is getting this picture of a nice eagle, just checking things out. And look at this gorgeous weather for the market at Philippi Estates today. Cindy Desmond shooting these fair weather cumulus clouds out there. Appreciate all the photos. Keep them coming to pics. PIX at mysuncoast.com. Casey Key webcam showing and confirming the calm conditions out there in the waters today. Beautiful beach weather and a gorgeous sunset tonight. Third day in a row we had a record high 88 degrees today, topping the old mark of 87, and looks like a warm weekend ahead. I don't think we'll see any record highs, but we will see temperatures in the mid 80s, 10 degrees above average, and slightly cooler start to March. So Thursday of next week, we will anticipate maybe a little bit cooler weather, at least 70s for highs as opposed to upper 80s. Well, the pollen count remains extremely high too as far as that goes. In tree category, very high right now. Grasses are in the high category. Weeds not a problem right now. The main allergens, oak, juniper, and grasses all being the big problems there as far as allergy sufferers go. And you can see the radar picture very active from Texas through Arkansas up through southern Indiana and Illinois now, as opposed to northern. And a flood warning and watch in effect for much of Louisiana. All these little icons you see popping up, those are flood advisories and flood warnings that have been issued over the past 6 hours. And for us, no rainfall around. Continuing, we see this east to southeasterly wind flow around the periphery of a large area of high pressure, which gives us this east to southeast winds. One thing to note, dew point is pretty low, 61, and the humidity at 47%. The pressure 30-30. That's up and continues to rise. There it is, 88 degrees, the high. The official high, normal for this time of year, is 74 degrees. That's our average high. 87, the record set in 1997. Well, temperatures currently into the upper 70s to low 80s near the beaches and low 80s in the Meadows, Kensington Park, Palm Air, right there at 82, and Laurel Oak, 81 degrees, and temperature of 82 in Northport, Inglewood at 79, and Port Charlotte at 81 degrees. The day planner looks to be, and it's pretty much what we saw today. Temperatures into the mid to upper 80s by 3 and still staying warm through tomorrow night. Well, the Futurecast shows that east to southeasterly wind flow, an occasional shower along the east coast, 1 or 2 spotty showers possible in the late afternoon on in through Thursday and Friday, with that rain chance extremely low at this point. Temperatures currently into the 30s now, so things have shifted and cooled down in Detroit, Pittsburgh, Toledo, and Columbus, all into the 30s and 40s there. The extreme Arctic area now over the northern plains states, 27 degrees in Kansas City and 38 in Dallas now, and that colder air will eventually slowly filter our way to start March off for us. For boaters tomorrow, northeast winds at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. The 7-day forecast, well, here it is. Warm temperatures through the weekend. Mid-80s on Saturday and Sunday, a 20% chance for a shower on Sunday. That's it. Less than a 20% chance for a late day shower each and every afternoon, it looks like, as temperatures continue to stay well above average. We'll be right back after this. Stick around.
Tonight, the pressure mounting, protests across the country. We're going to come up with solutions. As the president welcomes school shooting victims to the White House, will Washington finally take action? World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
This holiday season, show a little imagination. For her, how about a visit to the spa or an evening at a fine restaurant? For him, it could be a round of golf on a world-class course or gear from the pro shop. You'll find these gifts and more at rtjgolf.com/gift cards. RTJ gift cards and resort cards are easy to wrap and never go out of style. Whether it's a good drive, a great steak, or relaxation at the spa, find it at rtjgolf.com/gift cards.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in a car accident, the state of Florida only gives you a specific amount of time to file a claim. So act now, give us a call.
Loaded with big laughs, colorful characters, and the songs that made the 20s roar, Bullets Over Broadway is bringing musical theater back with a bang. Your attendance is requested at the Players Center for this wild Broadway musical opening February 21st. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit the website at theplayers.org. This is one Broadway show that is sure to knock 'em dead.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
In tonight's edition of the Dream 18, we take you to beautiful Longboat Key.
And Scott plays the Longboat Key Club's Harborside course, which features 3 separate 9-hole layouts. Let's take a look.
What a beautiful day for golf we have here at the Longboat Key Club's Harborside. Terry O'Hara, the director of golf out here. Terry, thanks for having us out today.
You're welcome.
And you've brought us to one of the most picturesque holes on this course, haven't you?
Yes, this is our 9th hole here at the Blue Heron Golf Course. You have water about 260 yards off the tee, but if you play it a little left there, you can really make it into a short par 5 and a 2-shot hole and walk away with a birdie.
I like that talk, a birdie.
We got to start. We got to be positive to start.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's try it out.
Okay. That could be perfect, Scott. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Great shot. And the GPS is showing that we've got 215 to the pin, and we've got 197 to the front edge, 234 to the back.
Wow. Yeah.
Pretty solid, though. Yeah, I just pulled it a little bit. Well, looks like we've got ourselves a good opportunity to make birdie here, so we got to get up and down here. Nice shot.
Bite.
That's a good shot. That might come back down the hill depending on...
Look
oh,
at
here
that.
it goes. Look at this
Look
late.
at this.
This is pretty impressive.
Wow.
What do you have, a sand trap at the office?
Look at that shot.
Effort.
Get in. That's a beautiful shot, Terry.
Oh, that's money. Money. Money.
How about that?
Good putt.
Look at that. Better than that.
We gotta go play 17 more.
I know, we have to stop after this, but thank you so much for having us out here. The course is in beautiful shape, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, like I said, this paspalum grass is like one of the things that has really made the difference out here, and the course is great, and glad to have you guys out here.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Terry.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on this edition of the Dream 18. We'll see you next time.
That doesn't happen too often.
Yeah.
Birdie.
Yeah, good shooting there, right there. Absolutely. Looks nice. And what a beautiful picturesque hole, too. I always remember that hole right there in the bay, goes alongside it.
I think it's the only course in the area that I can think of that is right on the bay.
Right.
Yeah. Where you can, World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Thousands of award-winning Honda Civics are on sale for $169 a month during the Honda President's Day sales event. You made Civic the best-selling compact car in America. Drive one today for just $169 a month, or save thousands on your Civic with 0.9% financing. Civic, a KBB.com Best Buy for less than the competition. Only $169 a month or 0.9% this week at your local Honda dealer.
Honda, I like it. Oh yeah, I like it.
Sarasota Opera's 2018 Winter Opera Festival is here, featuring Puccini's Manon Lescaut, Bizet's Carmen, Bellini's Norma, and D'Albert's rarely heard Tieflant. For more information, go to sarasotaopera.org.
I just had a very educational ride with Nina.
Did you learn anything?
Where do I begin? So all this stuff goes into a safety check.
Yep.
It's a long list.
It's important stuff.
Test the smoke detector.
Yep.
Check the breaker box.
Yep.
Meter the GFCIs.
Ground fault circuit interrupters.
Well, I knew that.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Nina, you make it look easy.
Thanks, but don't do it yourself.
Who's your guy?
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Sunnews weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.